Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing 3 makeup looks for the holidays. And I'm going to start with my first look, but first I'm finishing up on like my foundation, my concealer. So I used the NYX Pore Filler Primer right here as my primer. Then I used the Pixie by Petra Color Corrector, which is this one right here. And I used it like on this area right here. I think depending on the lighting, you could actually see like dark circles, but right now it's not that bad compared to before. And I actually used the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. That's the foundation that I'm using at this moment. The sun is coming out and it's creating. And I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have this little tiny one that I got from my Ipsy bag in the shade 29N Light Medium. By the way, the foundation is the shade 40 Natural Buff. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the Shape Tape, and you know, we always want like a nice blank canvas whenever we do any makeup look, and that is the reason why I am like trying to get it as like even as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the Rimmel Brow This Way eyebrow kit, and I'll be back. All right, so these are my eyebrows. Okay, so today for my natural eye makeup look, I am going to be using this right here, which is the Essence Good Day Sydney eyeshadow palette. And the reason why I'm using this is because it has a lot of like very my tone, sort of like nudes. And I think that it's gonna be different for everybody depending on your complexion. So I think that if you want to try out that very natural look, you're gonna have to look for shadows that are kind of like your skin tone, a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, and somewhere in between. I'm gonna start out with this one right here, which is this one in the middle. And this shade is kind of like my regular skin tone, but shimmery, a little bit shimmery. So I'm gonna apply that everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Now I'm gonna grab this one right here, that like light brown sort of color, and I'm going to add that to my crease. And that is a matte shade. I'm gonna also add it to my outer lid. That just brings a little bit of warmth to my eye. And my eyes are very naturally warm toned. So basically I'm just adding back that warmth, although I don't think it ever went away, but because I didn't conceal that well. But yeah, just adding that warmth back. Alrighty. That's what it looks like. Now I'm gonna grab that second one right here, which is the one right next to the white, and I'm gonna add that to my lid. Not to all my lid, but like kind of like from the inside to like 2/3 of my lid. This one doesn't fall out. And that is gonna add a little bit of a shimmer. A very, very champagne sort of like shimmer. to that area. And last but not least, I am going to add that white tone, that white shade, and I'm gonna tap it a whole lot, and I'm gonna add it up here. I'm also gonna try to blend a little bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is add some eyeliner. I'm adding it to my waterline. The reason I do that is because I don't like it when you can see some of the skin color coming through in between the eyelashes, and that's the reason why I like to add that black right there. I'm also going to add black to my lower lash line. I am not doing it really hard. I am kind of just like doing it very, very softly because I don't want like really, really dark. I don't want it like that. That's not the look I'm going for. So yeah, I add it lightly. Now I am going to grab a liquid liner. So I have here the Kat Von D Tattoo liner in Trooper Black, and I am going to line my upper lash line. I am gonna try to do a cat eye, but cat eyes don't always come out on me, so I'll try. I think at this point, if you wanted to add lashes, you could, but with my purposes, for my purposes right now, I am not going to add lashes. First of all, because I don't have eyelash glue right now. My daughter has it. And second of all, because to take off my eyeshadow to do the next look. So I don't know if my eyelashes will come off. Anyways, now I'm gonna add some mascara, and I am using the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara in black. So I am done with my mascara. Okay, so that's what my mascara is looking like. For blush, I'm gonna be using this right here, and it is the Milani Rose Powder Blush in the shade Romantic Rose 901. So now I am going to add my lipstick. But before I add my lipstick, this foundation is already kind of like illuminating. So that's why I'm not adding any highlighter to it, because I kind of like more of like a natural look. But this will be the time where you add some highlighter if you're very into it. And now I am going to add lipstick. And with this look, although the eyes are a little more natural, I will be adding a bold lip. So this is the Sugar Matte as Hell Crayon lipstick. And this is in the shade Scarlett O'Hara. So this is my finished makeup look number 1, and this is more like a natural eye with a bold lip. And as you can see, like I'm wearing like this bodysuit. It's actually from Shein. It's kind of like a faux snake skin kind of looking, like I think it's like snake or crocodile. I'm not sure what it is, but you can see it right there in the light. It's kind of like scaly, but it's so soft. It's actually very soft, very, very comfortable. This is finished look number 1. Alright, so now I am going to go on to look number 2. And look number 2 is going to be more of a shimmery sort of look. So it's going to be more like pinky, more shimmery. So So I took off the eyeshadow. I took off the lipstick. But I did leave the liquid liner and I left my mascara on, because I am just going to build on that. And for this second look, I am actually going to be using this eyeshadow palette right here, which is the Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics. I gotta tell you that I rarely have used this palette. I think I've used it like once or twice. It's not something that I reach for normally, but I think that it's such a pretty palette, so let me show it to you. So this is what it looks like. It has a lot of eyeshadows, and especially like mattes in the center, and then you got shimmers all around it. So this is one of those eyeshadow palettes that I have been wanting for a while. There's another one that's called Zodiac something else, and I think that's another one that I wanted, but I never got around to buying it. I am making up this look as I go. I usually have everything planned out, but this time I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. I think I definitely want to do something more pinky, more like soft tone. So I think I'm going to start out with this shade right here, which is the matte light pink right there. And I'm going to be using that right here on my crease. I'm going to use it on my outer crease. I'm going to use it, yeah, all over the place right here. See? Okay. I think I'm going to grab this purpley shade right next to it, and it's like a very soft kind of like mauve sort of shade, very, yeah, very mauvey sort of shade, and I'm going to be using that on my outer lid, blending it into my outer crease. So yeah, right now I have pink and I have a light purple. Now I am going to grab this shade right here, which is called Leo. And it is this one right here, which is like the darker pink. So I'm going to grab Leo with my brush first and see if it actually like shows up with my brush. And it actually does. Probably a lot more with my finger. So after the brush, I'm going to use my finger. And Leo looks like this. Look how pretty that is. Wonder if the camera is actually catching how really pretty this is. It's a very frosted pink. Very frosted pink. I'm gonna grab that matte shade, that same one that I used before, this one right here, which is on Leo, but it's the matte shade from Leo. And I am going to grab that and I'm gonna put it on my lower lash line. Okay, and for this look, I'm going to be using this lipstick right here, which is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Pink Really Hard. Alright, so this is finished look number 2, my pink look. So that's look number 2, and now I'm going to look number 3, and look number 3 is going to be the most colorful of the looks, and I am going to incorporate glitter. So I try to take it off as much as possible. It was really hard to take off that lipstick. I feel like those liquid catsuits really stay on there. Anyways, so for this look, like I said before, I am going to be doing a little bit something a little bit more colorful. Will I deliver? Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be using the Beauty Glazed Colorboard palette, which I have been reviewing for like, I reviewed it, and then I did a few, I done like 10 looks with it, and then I still have 2 more to go, 2 more of the boards, because it looks like this. There's a lot. I'm going to start out with the lightest shade in the green palette. And I am going to be using that all over my lid. This coppery color that's right here in the purple board, and I'm going to be adding that to my crease. I don't feel like it's picking up anything much. I'm trying to warm it up a little bit, but I feel like this coppery shade doesn't really show up that much, if at all. So what I'm gonna do is grab something like a burnt orange. Okay, so I'm gonna grab from the orange board, I'm gonna grab this one in the middle right here first. And I think that after I put that, then I'm gonna use the coppery shade on top of it. So I am using that on my crease. I'm gonna be using that on my crease, and I'm also gonna be using that on my inner lid. If you actually want to follow this tutorial, you don't necessarily have to use this palette. I feel like with different palettes you could create this look if that's what you're going for, or at least like it gives you inspiration of like different shades that you can mix together to come up with something like something epic. Alrighty, so I am using that on my inner lid as well. I'm really trying not to get it too dark. Okay. And I gotta say, as with most shimmers, that copper is not really showing up that much unless I did it with my finger, because this is what it looks like with my finger. So I am going to be now adding that copper shade to like the inside right here. And I'm also going to be adding it to my outer crease, and hopefully it works. I hope that my vision comes to life, because I feel like I could have something there. Now I am going to grab a blue shade, and I am going to be using this right here, right next to that glitter. So this is a matte shade right here in the corner, a matte blue, and I'm going to be using that on my outer lid. I'm going to be a little bit careful with it because I feel like it's a little bit. And I'll give you the reasoning in a little bit, but yeah, right now I'm adding that blue shade right there to my outer lid. It's a very muted sort of like blue. So I am gonna grab the brighter shade, which is this one right here. So I am going to grab right now this right here, and this is the NYX Glitter Primer. It is a tacky base, and you could use that on your lids, or you could use it in any other part of your face, as you can see in the pictures. And it is for glitter to stick to. So I am going to grab a little bit of a flat brush right here. I'm gonna grab this tiny little brush right here. Probably should grab something a little bit bigger than that. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna be using this one, and this is actually from the Tarte Swamp Queen eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna be using this right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of this glue to the back of my hand, like so. I'm gonna grab it with the brush, and I'm gonna add that to wherever there's blue, okay? So I want to create a tacky base on top of the blue, because it's glitter time. It's glitter time. All right, so I am going to grab, I gotta work fast. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this glitter right here, the blue glitter, and I am going to add that on top of the glitter primer. See, this is the problem with these, it's that it's so hard to grab with anything. So see how beautiful that is? So I think that I'm just gonna add more, because it's like that blue is so overpowering, that blue glitter, that if I do that to my look, even though the copper is pretty strong, like it just doesn't look finished. So I'm gonna add some glitter glue on top of my lid, my whole lid, even on top of the copper. And I am going to add, more of the glitter to my lid. You definitely need lashes with this look. Not only do you need lashes with this look, but you also need to be a little more bold with your lower lash line as well. Let me give you some tips before I continue. I feel that glitter, especially if you don't have any glitter glue, shouldn't be used around the eye when it's like loose glitter. Although that one is more like a pressed glitter, because it tends to like just fall, and it could fall into your eyeball and it could scratch your eye, and I think that's dangerous. So don't use it like that. There are other options, and let me show you another option actually. So for example, I have this e.l.f. liquid shadow right here, and this e.l.f. liquid shadow is really cute, and it has like a little wand right there. And you could just like add it like that to your eyelid. And it's like this is more like a shimmer, not so much like a glitter, but it's like a shimmer sort of eyeshadow. And you could just add that to your lid and not have to worry that something is gonna fall down on top of your eye, and or like inside your eye, and actually hurt you. So that is a liquid eyeshadow. I think it's like the best bet for that area if you don't have a glitter glue, because if you don't have a glitter glue, first of all, it might not stick, and second of all, it's just gonna fall all over the place. Okay, so I am gonna be grabbing my Urban Decay Born This Way eyeshadow palette, and from there I'm gonna use the shade Double Life, which is this one down here. It's like a copper, a really dark, like brownish copper color, and it's a shimmer, and I'm gonna be using that on my lower lash line. I don't think I've ever reviewed this palette, but I gotta review it because there's so many issues with this palette. Like, I can't. Oh my gosh. It's like, I love the colors, but I need to review that palette. I gotta tell you all the issues I have with it. Alright, so I am going to grab a pencil brush. And this right here is a pencil brush. Right there, with a nice point. And I am going to grab that beautiful shimmery shade. And I'm gonna be using that right here on my lower lash line. To finish off this look, I'm actually gonna do kind of like a more nude color on my lips because I want something that's not gonna compete with my eye look, and therefore I am going to be doing something a little more understated. So I'm gonna be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. Do you see what a difference it makes when you change your lip color? Like before I didn't have anything on, but I still had some like pink from the other pink lipstick that I had used before, and it's not the same. It's not the same at all. Like, you need something, I'm using more like an orangey on my eyes, orange and blue, so I need something that is a little more orangey on my lips. I don't want something pinky. It just doesn't go. You could just leave it like that, or you could use a lip gloss on top of it. It's up to you. It's up to what you like. So I am gonna be using a lip gloss, and this is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Bit of Honey. Okay, and these smell good. So does the lip cream. It smells like buttercream. Okay, so this is my final look. It is very bold. It is something very outside my comfort zone, but if it's your cup of tea, try it. All right, so this is my final look. Alright, so that is the end of my video. Let me know which of these was your favorite eye look. Was it 1, 2, or number 3? And yeah, leave it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and have a great holiday season. Enjoy. Bye.